Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night pumpkins. All right, we've already ripped our paper. Any guesses what this is going to be? That's right, it's going to be grass. So what we need to do is we need to glue our paper down at the bottom so we can have green grass at our Vincent van Gogh Starry Nights. Okay, add some glue. Make sure it's lined up at the bottom. After you line it up, go ahead and press it down and rub. I'm going to glue the second piece on because that piece was not quite long enough. Nice. Glue, glue, glue. And sometimes with my glue, I need to rub it just to make sure it sticks. We are all glued down. I'm going to put my glue cap back on. And now it's time for yellow paper. Any guesses what this yellow paper might be for our Vincent van Gogh Starry Night? We can make these into stars and moon. And now I like to trace my glue stick. If you don't have a glue stick, that's fine. But I'm going to make my stars first. And I'm going to make either 3 stars, 4 stars, or 5 stars because I'm going to cut these out. And I don't want to be cutting out a whole lot. So you may make 3 stars, 4 stars, 5. And you can also make a moon. So your moon can be a full moon, which would just be a bigger circle than the stars. Or if you wanted to, you can make a crescent moon. So let me show you how to make a crescent moon. All that means is just going to be a big old letter C, like Vincent van Gogh did. And we're just going to connect these 2 lines like that. You have a crescent moon or a full moon. You get to choose. Once you are done drawing your stars and moon, we're going to cut the stars and moon. Now, let me give you my art teacher trick. This hand with the scissors, all it's going to do is chomp, chomp, chomp away. This other hand is going to be doing all the turning. That's going to help me get my circles looking good. If I miss my circles, if I miss my pencil lines, that's okay. I'm going to keep cutting. They don't need to be perfect. I just want them to be about a circle shape. Vincent van Gogh's stars and moon were not perfect. So we don't need to be perfect for this. We're just going to try our very best. Okay? After we draw our stars, we cut our stars. Then we glue our stars. Draw our moon, cut our moon, glue our moon. All right. So what we are going to do is open up our glue stick again. And when I'm gluing small things, I like to hold my glue down here. And then the part with the pencil on it, that's the part that gets glue. And see how I'm doing this? Sometimes if I don't do it this way, glue goes everywhere. And I don't really want it to go everywhere. So pencil lines is where the glue goes. Rub, rub, rub. And put your stars up in the sky. Wherever you think it might want to go. Okay. I'm going to cut this piece off. Nope. There we go. And then my moon, should I put it over here? Where do you think it should go? I think I like it over here. There was a big old space over here. So the part with the pencil gets the glue. Put it up here. Turn it over and rub. Make sure it's all nice and secure. Cap my glue stick. We are now ready for our paint sticks. Now, if you've never used paint sticks before, they look a lot like glue sticks. Okay, so I'm going to put my glue stick away because I'm done with that. I don't need it anymore for now. Paint sticks act a lot like glue sticks, so you pull it open, and they should never be taller than this, just a little bit out. So if you open up your paint stick and it's all the way down, you can open it by going 1, 2 paints, and it should never be taller than that. If it is taller, we start to waste our materials, and we don't want that to happen. Okay, just like Vincent van Gogh's Stars and Moon and how he painted his sky is he did dashes. You too can do dashes if you. I'm going to do about 2 rows of the white, and I'm going to go around my stars and my moon with the white. I'm taking my time. There we go. And also with the white, you can make the Vincent van Gogh win too, if you want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up and I'm going to swirl. Ooh, that looks good. And I'm going to come up and I'm going to swirl over here because I have some room. If you wanted to make some dashes around your Wind, you can do that when you are all done with your white. We're going to move on to the yellow. So I'm going to cap this. And now we're going to make our stars look like they're glowing. So I'm going to use a little bit of yellow, and I can try and go right on that white or around the white. It's up to you, but this kind of gives it like the night sky is glowing just a little bit. Don't need too much. And don't forget about that moon. Okay. So just the stars and the moon. Get the yellow. I'm all done with that. In our baskets, we have a variety of blues and purples, like blues, dark blues. And I'm going to use all these to fill my sky up, okay? Just like Vincent van Gogh did. It doesn't really matter what color you start with. You can go over top of your winds. You can do dashes. And you can begin to fill up the night sky with all these beautiful colors. You'll know you're done when your sky is pretty filled with dashes. Change my color. Ooh, this is nice and bright. And if you really like a color, you can use that color quite a lot. I'm trying to find the open empty spots to put all my dashes. If I accidentally go over a color, that's okay. But I do want to try and find the empty spots for these colors. Got that. Let's try this color. I'm going to keep going until my sky is nice and filled. All right. Once you're done with the sky, once all your edges and corners have wonderful dashes like Vincent van Gogh, we are going to move on to our painted paper. Now, if you don't have painted paper, you can use orange paper as well, but we spent some time painting papers. We used our yellow and our orange to get these nice and bright. Okay. Also, you can use a variety of construction paper too. Whatever you have on hand will work fine. So once you get your painted paper, you are going to get a brown paint stick. With your brown paint stick, all you're going to do is make a dot at the top and a dot at the bottom. These are just guide dots, so they do not need to be big. You're going to help us make our pumpkin nice and large. The emphasis, the main idea of our Starry Night is going to be our pumpkin. So we want our pumpkin pretty big. So from these two dots, all I'm going to do is curve a line out. So watch, I'm going to come and curve like that. We're going to start from the inside of our pumpkin and work our way out bigger and bigger. Connect these two lines. Connect these. And see how my pumpkin's taken shape? These are all the little bumps inside of a pumpkin. And now I can keep going until I get my pumpkin as big as I want it. Or I can stop here if I want a medium-sized pumpkin. Maybe I'll go one more. Right. Nice big old pumpkin. Okay, so I can add a stem. If there's no room for your stem, that's okay. You'll have all this extra paper. You can add a stem over on the side, and that would kind of just be a little triangle. You can color that in if you want. If you have room over here, you can add it on top. Okay, I like to color my little stem in. Cap that brown. I am done with it. And I get to cut out my pumpkin. So I'm going to go around this last edge that I got. So remember, one hand chomp, so this hand's going to turn so I can get my pumpkin cut out. I'm going to go right on outside of that brown line. I want to keep that because that is the edge of my pumpkin. Taking my time, being careful. And what if I accidentally cut off my stem? What do you think I could do? Yeah, I could cut out my stem. If I cut off my stem, let me just show you. If I accidentally cut that off, uh-oh. I would just cut it out and I would save it because we have some glue. So we will be able to glue that onto our Starry Night. Let me show you. Okay. You can put your pumpkin anywhere you would like on this picture. Place it and see what looks good to you. Okay. Now, I told you I would show you how to fix your pumpkin. Remember, we have some glue. I'm going to put my pumpkin here. I'm going to go around the edges a little bit more than I need. So I want to make sure these stay together. Can't decide where I want it. I put it here. All right. I'm going to tap it down. I don't want to rub it on the side because of the paints. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So my little brown stem, I want it coming up. I tap it down. And then I'm going to turn it over and rub, rub, rub. Make sure it's all secure. All right. And there you go, friends. We have made our very own Vincent van Gogh Starry Night pumpkin. Isn't this awesome? I hope you had fun painting papers, used the paint sticks, and collage. This is a fun project, and I always love to see your results. Thanks for creating with me.